Trump has done something extraordinary, which is that he managed to unite Canadians under a single cause. Just the fact that Danielle Smith and Francois Legault are somewhat on the same page, to me, having lived in Quebec for 9 years now, seems like a miracle. Now the trade war is paused, with Trudeau seemingly conceding, but not really, because the stuff that he said he was going to do, like the border plan, that was already in place months ago. It was going to happen anyway. I feel like it's really just political theater to buy time while Canadians adjust away from the US. But one thing that was very illuminating about this whole episode was how these plutocrats have revealed themselves and their true intentions. People like Tobias Lutke, the billionaire founder of Shopify, who criticized the Canadian government for retaliating, for defending itself. And it's so amusing and terrifying because I recognize these people. These are the kind of people that paved the way for Korea's colonization by Japan. People like Lee Wan-yong, who infiltrated the Korean government on behalf of the Japanese and actively worked from within to hand control of the nation over to the Japanese. And for that, he was richly rewarded by Japan when the annexation was complete. Or Min Young-hee, who, aside from his numerous political misadventures that led to the weakening of the Korean state, actively promoted and organized for the annexation of the country, framing it as something that would benefit Korea. For his contribution, he too was also rewarded. He received the title of Viscount from the Japanese and became the richest Korean man under the Japanese annexation. This guy's a real piece of shit, considering that he was a relative of Myeongseong Hwangwoo, who lost her life at the hands of the Japanese in the most despicable manner. And there were many like this, whose undermining of Korea's leadership and its society facilitated the annexation of Korea by Japan. And when Trump has repeatedly said that he'd like to annex Canada, Canadians should not take this threat from the inside lightly, the elites whose priority lies more in profit than their own people. Maybe they're watching their fellow plutocrats down south becoming oligarchs in a kleptocracy and thinking, why can't I have some fun too? And we should thank them for leaving no doubt on who they are, and that when push comes to shove, they'll kneel without hesitation at the altar of the dollar.